What's up, you guys? This is Z. I'm out of breath. Ran up here today. I wasn't gonna film, but the skies in the last hour just really cleared up. There's my flip phone, state-of-the-art technology. As you can see, it is the 3rd of September, year of our Lord 2016, 7/15. And there we go. We got the rainbow colors. It's not on both sides. The last few weeks I've picked this up. It's been all alone. Usually there's one on each side. But today and the last week, obviously look at the chemtrails also. Check that out, you guys. I'm telling you, man, they're using that reflection, that cloaking device. They're using that to hide whatever's to the right. Usually it's always on this side, the north side of the sun. I mean, look at them. They're putting up chemtrails right as I speak. There's about 4 or 5 of them today. And no, Tampa International Airport, for anybody that knows anything, there's Tampa. TIA is here. That plane would be coming down at Tampa International Airport. And the planes that even head to Miami come down the middle of the state. Not the middle, but in between me and Lakeland. This is their flight path. And then directly over the Gulf of Mexico, where that guy is. But they never go that high, ever. Okay? That I can promise you. I mean, look at all these chemtrails today. Look at them. They're everywhere. Everywhere. They're having a chemtrail party today. These guys are going to go home and laugh. And I know, I've said a couple times that it's the Air Force and their pilots, but it might not be the pilots, They might be using foreigners or just plain out bad guys to do this. Because I just refuse to believe that good Air Force pilots they're smart. These guys are smart, okay? They would know what they're doing. And sorry about this. I had to kick it on because I didn't want to miss that. Wherever it is. It's starting to go behind the clouds right here. Once I get up to the top here, I'm going to put my welding lens on. And we'll check out, see what they're concealing today. Oh, look at that. That filter came up, you guys. Nice. I'm telling you, the sun, on days where they have a few chemtrails, and see, these are all above. See that chemtrail's above the sun right now? They're going to start doing it below. They're going to work their way down, I guarantee you, once I get up there. But this thing seems to come out on days where it's pretty much a little bit of a chemtrail haze. And very rarely will it come out when I have direct sunlight. And that's why I just know that it's not an overexposed camera lens. The CDD. It's bull crap, you guys. It's definitely not that. Otherwise, why wouldn't this thing show up when it's the hot point of the days at noon? And even late like this. I'll tell you why. Because it's their cloaking device. And see, when it gets behind a really bright chemtrail, a really thick chemtrail or cloud, it disappears. You guys see this chemtrail layer. They've thrown up a bunch of chemtrails today. And I know you guys just work with me. I've had a few subscribers say looking at my videos makes them seasick. I've only been filming for 8 months, 10 months really, and I use this iPad. I have an iPad, so I don't have a regular camera, you guys. The Canon camera I got on Craigslist. Don't ever buy cameras on Craigslist, okay? I got a little too happy, and the guy had a great deal. It was an $8,000 Canon. 2 years ago, it was $8,000 brand new, and he sold it to me for $1,000. But I'm getting it fixed. It's at a gonna have Canon dealer have it fixed up, and then I'm gonna sell it and get another one. I'm gonna just go get a brand new one. And I had a very nice subscriber who lives here in Hudson offer me the use of her telescope, and you can hook a camera up to that telescope. So I'm gonna get a hold of her, contact her this week, and hopefully we can rock and roll. I would love to have, a telescope. Come on, I guarantee we'll start seeing some crazy things. Like Matthew Rogers, I want to film the night sky. You guys, last night, just north, remember we had that hurricane pass us by. As soon as that sucker cleared up and was north of me last night, there's no lightning in that hurricane storm. The whole time we were here, we had very little thunder and lightning. But last night, just to the north, I'd say around Ocala, Gainesville, just north of Tampa here, there was an electrical storm that lasted 6 hours. And it was intense. It was all concentrated within at least a 50 to 100 mile area. It was all in this area of the sky. And I put 2 and 2 together with the reindeer strikes, those reindeer getting hit. It's totally the protons and electrons going off on each other from the opposite suns. The Nemesis and our sun are total opposites. So therefore we're gonna have a lot of static. And I thought that idea up even before I researched it. You know, I figured the first thing, if a planet's coming in and close by, we're gonna have so much energy, static energy in the air. And sure enough, these storms we've had the last 2 months are intense. They're all very light at night. You could see the storm has like basically something, it looks like something's above the storm causing or agitating the atmosphere to just go off. And it's not heat lightning. Heat lightning I've seen my whole life. I'm a Floridian, okay? I know what heat lightning is. This is all concentrated in one area, which, like my sister and my friend up north in New York, we all saw that pulsating sky at night. It was like a light switch 2 weeks ago. I had a video where I got up early the next morning and you could still see the sun just pulsating. Look at that filter, you guys. So, this is intense, man. I guarantee those reindeer got hit by one of these objects, celestial objects incoming, causing this electricity and static energy. All right, as you see, I'm glad I filmed it. That light source right here is gone. And you guys go to Reverend Michelle Hopkins. Chris Potter featured her on his video the other night, I believe. And I've been watching her videos. I'm totally on board with her. You guys go check out her latest videos, and she kind of explains why. You guys saw that crazy rainbow I filmed a couple weeks ago. Actually, I had 4 rainbows on video within a 10-day period. And the 5th one I saw when I was heading to my girlfriend's house in Orlando. So this is, I'm telling you, she explains it all. She says that these nanoparticles that are in the clouds are, when she's put it under a microscope and zoomed in on it, they're rainbow colored, you guys, which explains why we're seeing the halos. And that thing that I saw right here, that too is, those are always rainbow colors. So that's why we see these particles are just stimulating the air, and they're staying there and just hanging there. That's why we're seeing so many rainbows and halos around the sun. Look at these chemtrails. Tell me they're not hiding something. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I can't find, this grass is getting high again. Wish we'd cut it. I totally walked past my spot. Sorry, you guys. I gotta set my backpack down and pull out my welding lens. Let's see what we can see here. Right here. This is the darkest of my lenses. This is what I use during the day, like at noon. There's my lens flare from that. To see if anything's going on. Just too dark. That one's just too dark. Okay. Bear with me, you guys. Check out that. Man, that filter, I'm telling you guys, it's coming back. Maybe it'll start being here without those chemtrails being there so heavily right now. We probably get it. All right, here comes my other. This is a good, I love this welding lens right here because you can see so much more of the sky. You know what I mean? Well, hopefully I could get that telescope. You guys, that would be amazing. Okay? Plus, she says you can attach a camera to it, so let the games begin. See, that's the area in the center of your screen where that light source was. Oh, there we go. That's exactly where it was. It's hard to point, you guys. But see that area right in the dead center of the screen, right up there? There's no hole in the cloud right there. Watch. That's a dark area. That's like a purple cloud right there. Right in there is where it was, you guys. And look, right where that chemtrail's at too. So that makes sense. It's probably not an object there. Like I said, it's those chemicals, nanoparticles that are of rainbow colors just stimulating that area. Look, that is right where that chemtrail is. And you guys, now that I get a good look, there is, see this dark layer right here? I think that's going to block the sun. I don't think we're going to get to see it at sunset, I mean. But I'm going to do a second video. I know we didn't get much, but I haven't been able to get to the skies. This is great to see these skies, man. It's been cloudy and hurricane, tropical storm weather for 4 or 5 days now. Look at them. Look at these. Oh, cowards. That's all I got to say. I'm sorry, but these guys, I mean, you can't, I just don't believe that they're just pilots flying and told it's geoengineering the earth. These guys know what they're doing, man. There's some bad people up there. Therefore, it's probably not your regular Air Force guys. I'm not blaming you, believe me. My family served brave in World War II. I have many friends. One of my best friends, John, had his head almost knocked off by a mortar in Iraq. He almost drowned in a Jeep in the Tigris River. 2 guys behind him in his Jeep drowned, okay? Hummer, in his Hummer, not Jeep. Right in front of him, okay? He had a little pocket of air and he barely made it out. I love you, John. And look at this one. This one's live and direct. Now that's what questions I'm like, why do they do this when the sun is clearly going to drop right here? And that's because I think they're setting up for the night. There's something, they know that whenever the sun's path is, even before or after, something's coming around where we could see it. The sun's light will reflect any planets that come our way, so we would probably be able to see it. So they're playing, they're crossing their T's, dotting their I's. Look at the bright lights in the east also. You guys, the skies in the north and the east are so red as of late. I mean, I'm telling you, any night now, any day, like Dave Dobbs, go to Dave Dobbs' channel, Nibiru Inbound. That made it so real for me and my family. We have prepped this week. I have everything almost packed, ready to go within 5 minutes. We can be gone. Okay, heading towards the mountains. But I just don't know. I mean, if you see on that Nibiru Inbound, Matthew Rogers, he is one of the ones that filmed this, the last 9 predictions Dave Dobbs had on the flybys. Matthew Rogers has this thing. It's moving fast, you guys, and there's a lot of debris. I'm cutting this off at 15 minutes. God bless, Jesus saves. Stay tuned for video 2.